The legislature is doing very well. The first law always is the budget, the Appropriation Act, and that is what the executive has to implement. And every year, the legislature has not failed in carrying out that responsibility. In fact, in the last 5-6 years, it has always done it in such a way that the country has been returned to a January to December budgetary year, such that you could do effective economic planning, businesses, and all of that.
Talk while I was in the assembly, and a number of lawmakers told me, went out to do primaries, and then people tell you, we don't care whatever you are doing there. We just want you to, you know, share money to us and all that. You don't go there and be speaking grammar. What we are interested in is what comes to us. That's why I'm talking about, is it about legislative infrastructure or is about stomach infrastructure? So I think we need a very serious public education for our electorate to understand that the calling of a member, the calling of a lawmaker is not just to come, is not to come and then get money at all costs and then cheer around and all that. But so let people understand what is lawmaking.
The economic challenge we have today, the way that the economy of this country has descended into, the collapse of the currency is found on the doorsteps of the legislature. Yes, because if the legislature, not the present executive, not the present set of the legislature, is consistent legislature, it is a consistent failure of the National Assembly to find out the level of implementation of the budget. It is the failure of the legislature to find out the activities of the central bank. It is the current state of it is the failure of the legislature to hold the NNPC to account. You know, quantum of production, how much have we released for our refineries? To what extent has those refineries gone working? Now, NNPC has descended to just negotiating market price of crude of Dangote. They have forgotten that they gave money for refineries to be revamped and so on and so on. So, and the legislature, when it's faced like this, we Nigerians should stand up. I believe that we should. The people should stand up, and the legislature should stand up and question the NNPC.
But then, of course, by the time the legislature continues to behave in a manner that is funny, you know, not doing what it's supposed to do, any bill that is dumped by the executive is given expeditious, you know, passage without going through the necessary protocols of legislation. I think that's what Nigerians should be worried about, not when there is peace. And I'm worried when the legislature begins to sing the praises of a sitting president or a sitting governor. You know, it sends jitters in the minds of a lot of people because ideally, you know, people expect confrontation. I don't expect I expect that there should be collaboration, but every
collaboration, not confrontation.
Fine, no, collaboration, not confrontation. Every arm of government must get its own constitution. Look, it is the constitution that assigns rules and responsibilities to every organ, every level of government.